first one that we talked about. We're moving on to 11 to 20.
All right, let's get it.
Are our listeners still keeping up? Because I'm not. All right, give me some more names that go on here, Jeremy.
Malone, Stockton, Steph, Mikal, Isaiah.
That's good. We're all in the same boat.
This is all of these names are sounding right to me.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat.
Lamar, you want to give me some more names?
Drexler for me.
Drexler. Hakeem.
We already have him in there though. Olajuwon?
Yep.
Okay. How about? I mean, we're gonna.
And Elgin.
Yeah.
At Elgin.
Baylor. We're gonna talk about the great Kevin Garnett in here as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 9.
This is 11 through 20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I have Oscar Robertson.
Oh.
And I have Dr. J.
You didn't put him in your top 10?
Oscar top 10.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, not at all.
Wow.
Who else did I have? Elgin, Mikal, Steph.
Who's the other one I just said?
I had Dirk. But
I
Dirk
said
at the lower.
I had
lower 20.
I had
That's fair, but you don't put Oscar in your top 10?
I also had Dr. J in that 11.
Dr. J. That's who it was.
He was 12 for me, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, again, take a look at your lists. Nowitzki, Malone, Stockton, Curry, Mikal, Isaiah, Olajuwon, Elgin Baylor, Kevin Garnett, Oscar Robertson, Dr. J. Who am I missing? From my list, I'm missing Allen Iverson.
You all right for this? This is 11 through 20, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He put Shaq in there.
I did. And I'm a Lakers fan. I put Shaq in
Real
there.
quick, do you have Shaq in your
I have Shaq top
11?
10.
Okay, Lamar, real quick, go ahead. Lamar, real quick, go ahead and give us why is Shaq 11 to 20?
For me, it came down to...
Is he number 11?
He's number 11.
Okay.
It came down to Shaq versus Wilt. Because I have Wilt 10.
Hey, that's what our conversation came to last show.
So...
But last show, we had it flipped. We had Shaq over Wilt.
I know. And then I thought about it. And I was like... And I was struggling with it anyway. I was like, even though Shaq is the dominant force, man, like, Wilt just did some historical stuff, too.
Okay.
Where... I feel like
he scored 100 once and lost.
I know.
What else? His rebounds per game. You remember how much I was freaking out about that.
And I feel like Shaq's free throw percentage just kind of can't.
Wilts wasn't good either.
I know it wasn't, but like
I get you. I don't know. That's fine. I had Shaq
I mean,
10.
honestly, I can put Shaq 10, Wilt 11. That was just my personal preference.
All right. Well, let's get Nowitzki off this list.
Yeah.
As in, let's figure out where he goes. So for me, he was like I said, he was 21 for me. So where else would you guys rank him and why?
I had him at the bottom of the 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right at 20?
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm the highest one up on Dirk. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Where
put him
are
at
you?
18.
At 18. Whoa.
Ready for this? I put him above Karl Malone. I put Karl Malone at 19.
You didn't look at these lists at all, did you? Didn't remember the shows that we did in the past at all?
I did.
Karl
I'm
Malone
just
and who else?
like I put so I had Dirk 18, Karl Malone 19, Mikal 20.
You didn't. You got to go back and listen to the show sometimes, bro.
No, I'm just then the problem was I'm putting all of these players, and so I'm stacking them, and then I do agree if we're talking power forwards, but if we're talking overall players,
what?
I moved them around a little bit.
I don't. I mean, I shifted Nowitzki and Rodman. That was just a one little. You put Nowitzki top 5 all the like.
But what I'm saying is I had to put in account of what they've done historically as well.
Isn't that what we did for this list though?
But for mine was different to us because what power forwards do I think are top 5? That's different from what they did historically of all time and where they really should go. Even though you personally don't have a preference for. So it was a little bit different for me.
Okay.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Well, let's go ahead.
I put Dirk above Malone.
There's room on the bandwagon, son.
There's
room on the bandwagon.
Is that why you're wearing blue?
No.
That's what it is.
It was Dirk was 18.
Is that your 15 now?
Stop it.
Are you a Mavericks fan now?
Dirk was 18. Karl Malone was 19.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go on to Karl Malone. For me, I have Karl Malone. I have him up at 14.
I had him 12, 13.
I had him up there.
15.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Ask this nicely. Did you put Karl Malone above Elgin Baylor?
I do believe
What?
I did.
What?
Okay, go ahead. Talk to me about Elgin Baylor. Go ahead. Talk to me about Elgin Baylor.
Okay. Where do I start? How do I even start this? Okay. Again, it comes back to me overall impact of the game. Elgin Baylor or Karl Malone. Karl Malone without John Stockton could not get it done. Elgin Baylor, it didn't matter who was on the court. He was going to get the ball. He's going to put the ball in the hole. That's what Elgin Baylor does.
Is this one of your Lakers fan things?
Well, no. He's better than Karl Malone. It's not a question. Like, Elgin Baylor.
What do you think?
Elgin and Carl?
I can't believe we're having this conversation. I cannot believe it.
I agree with you from the standpoint of Stockton. Like, he definitely needed Stockton to...
And they still didn't even win it, to your point.
It's because there's a little guy named Jordan. But
right.
Yeah, it is what it is, yeah.
But...
I mean, I put Malone above him.
I can't...
I mean, I understand what you're saying. But that's going to... So you have... Where do you have Baylor?
Elgin?
Yeah.
I had Elgin Baylor at 14. That's why when you said Karl Malone at 14, I looked at you and I was like...
Right. That's where I had it. So wait, you had Karl Malone where? 19. Okay. That's crazy. Our Malone and Baylor's are flipped. Yep. So,
I'm counting. I had him 15.
Who?
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, 15-ish.
What'd you have Elgin?
Right in there.
14.
All right, cool. All right. That's fine. So then we need to start. Since we've mentioned his name, we need to talk about John Stockton. I had John Stockton up there. I had him at 13. I had him right above his buddy Karl Malone. Because John Stockton, like I said, he leads the league in assists still. No, he never got to the championship, but that's just because of Michael Jordan. He would have won
got to
twice.
the championship. He didn't win.
Well, he didn't get the championship. He didn't get the championship because of a guy. Are you familiar with Michael Jordan? Yes. Look at number 1 on your list real quick, because you're gonna recognize the name. And I just you had him where?
Stockton, 24. Let me tell you why though. Stockton could only play point guard on the court. He can't play any other position.
Where did you have Isaiah Thomas?
I have him 16.
What positions does he play on the court?
But he was way tougher and could play way better defense.
No, John Stockton is a much better player than Isaiah Thomas.
Defensive player?
No, maybe not. What,
overall, much better player. No. He said it. You gonna stick with this?
Okay,
one.
all I'm saying is he's a better player. Maybe not. If you're grading him on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe one of them is like an 8 and the other is like a 7. Okay, so maybe not much better by whatever standard you're thinking of. Okay. But I think to the point that he's ranked above him, I had Isaiah Thomas at 16.
Mine's 16?
Now you said what?
I had Isaiah Thomas 16.
Mm-hmm. So
I had Stockton 24.
That's crazy to me.
But here's why though. Isaiah Thomas could run the pick and roll. He can run isolation. He can run plays. Stockton... What are we going to do one-on-one with Stockton? He wasn't a great one-on-one player.
Why would he need to play one-on-one when he's the best passer to do it?
Because...
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Isaiah could...
No. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're the best passer and you lead the league in all-time assists, why does it matter if you could pick and roll?
I'm going for versatility. Why take one person who can do one thing really well when I got this guy who can do all of them really well?
Because he doesn't do it as well as John Stockton did.
Oh, his handles. I'll tell you, Isaiah Thomas got better handles than John Stockton.
That's fine, but his passing skills, John Stockton. He leads the league in assists. What does Isaiah Thomas lead the league in?
You can credit Karl Malone for a lot of that, too, for finishing at the rim.
Okay, so we should move him up the list also.
Nope. Can't put him above Elgin.
24.
I told you it's about to be on. I told you about to come after you.
Can you talk? Where's Stockton? Where's Isaiah Thomas? What do you? What are we doing? Can we go back on break? Can we just not? Did I hit the mute button? Is it still muted?
You're good.
I wish it was muted, so we didn't have to listen to this.
It's my opinion.
Okay, so
for me it's tough. Stockton and Isaiah.
Stockton, Isaiah, Malone, whatever. Stockton, Isaiah is what we're talking about right now.
Okay, so I had Stockton at number.
Who'd you have above one or the other?
I had Stockton.
You know what's crazy about this right now? We had this discussion, when we
already.
did the point guard conversation in our first show about this topic.
But again, if we're talking as what you expect out of your point guard, strictly, yes, I would say that John Stockton is a better point guard. If we're talking about overall better player, I would rather have Isaiah Thomas over John Stockton.
I would not. I would rather have John Stockton
Yeah,
every
I
day.
had Isaiah, Karl Malone, Elgin, and then Stockton.
Okay, so you had Stockton, you
I
had
had
Isaiah
Stockton.
above Stockton.
No. I had Isaiah and then Karl Malone, then Elgin, then Stockton.
He's going up.
So where's
He's going up.
Stockton?
He's going
Where's
up.
Stockton on that number?
Stockton
Do you have a number for me?
was
You have a number for me?
14.
14? Okay.
Mhm.
And then Isaiah,
Isaiah was
would that be 17?
yeah.
All right, so Isaiah averages to 16, 16, 17. Stockton averages to 13, 14, 24. One of us is wrong, and it's not the ones in the teens.
I stand
All
by
right.
it. I stand by it.
So let's talk about let's talk
I'm ready.
about,
Stand by it.
let's talk about Steph. Actually, no. A name that we mentioned a few times in there was Kevin McHale.
I put Mikhail at 20.
Yeah, he's at the bottom.
Was he at 20?
Yeah.
20, 20, 20. All right, well, he can see really well. So that's going to be an easy one. Great, awesome, cool. Let's move on.
And we got Malone, right?
Yeah,
We had Malone,
Okay, gotcha.
14, 15, 19. But let's go on to Steph Curry. Let's talk about Steph Curry. What do you think? So I know you're a little higher on Steph Curry than I was. Now, my initial thinking, I'm cutting like these 5 years or whatever that the Warriors have been great. I'm not trying to discount Curry at all. What I'm saying is like I saw Iverson do it for this amount of time and I saw Curry do it for this amount of time. So
Gotcha,
that's
that's fair.
why
I
like
gotcha.
that's why Steve Nash didn't make this list and why we kind of laughed at it. Steve Nash was fantastic in the 3-4 years of Phoenix that he
Right.
had all of his weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry has been fantastic. If Steph Curry went to another team, listen to me before you react, because I'm not trying to say for sure one way or another he would take a huge dive, but how good would he be? Would
Curry?
yeah.
Still top 5, or at least top 10 in the league.
Okay. I mean I agree with that, but when I that's what because like Steve Nash again, I'm gonna use Steve Nash again because when Steve Nash went to a different team, you remember what happened when he went to a different team?
The Lakers, yeah.
Right. You remember
When
what
he was
happened?
injured the whole time?
So we're just gonna
Count.
start throwing excuses.
Wow. Really? We're about to go here. We're about to go here.
So again, all I'm saying is that's why I had Curry a little lower, but I understand why he's higher because obviously what we've seen of Curry over the last 4 or 5
What do
years,
your eyes tell you when Steph is on the court?
that he's a top 25 player of all time.
Like, but have you ever seen anybody do it like Steph? I think that's why I put him so high. I've never seen somebody come out. You know, he's tricky, but he's kind of predictable-ish. You know what he's gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
can you stop it? You can't. So I don't freak out. I put him 17.
Okay, whew. That's fine. That's fine. That's an acceptable number.
Okay, I just want to make
You
sure.
put him at 11. Okay.
No, I put him at 18.
Oh, you put him at 18. All right.
18.
Okay, cool. So he at least averages towards the bottom of that list. I say cool. That was so disrespectful.
But did I put him above John Stockton? Yes, I did.
You put him above.
I put him above Karl Malone too.
Ugh. All right.
Touche, sir. Touche.
This is gonna be some.
Look at
This is gonna be some wildness when I try to figure out how to order this. All right. Hakeem Olajuwon was another one on all of our lists in this range. I had him at 15, right in the middle of the pack.
I put him 13.
Okay.
12.
Somewhere around.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's about right.
you just
Yeah.
have a little. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, he did it.
Yeah, he
Obviously,
did.
Michael took the time off, but he was the one
Right.
that said, "This is my time.
That's right.
I'm winning
That's
this."
why I give it to him.
And I put him a little. Wait, hold on. Let me look at my list again.
I can't believe I put
Karl
Elgin so.
Malone at 15.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
John Stockton at 13.
Elgin, wow.
Can I edit my list real quick?
To what?
I'm gonna move Olajuwon up 2 spots to 13.
Above who?
Stockton and Malone. I'm gonna slide them both
Okay.
down one. Okay, because this is literally.
I
Now,
think time I moved him down, I was like,
I'm gonna have to ask a question. What were the Utah? Did the Rockets beat the Jazz in those 2 years that Michael was
that's
out?
a good question.
Good question.
If
90.
I'm not sure.
If y'all can talk for a minute, I'll find it.
Let's see. That's a good question.
95 playoffs.
Well, let me say, I don't know, but if they played, I think Hakeem would have beat him. He was that dominant.
I don't think they did, man. I honestly don't. I don't remember.
So they did. So in
Oh,
the
they did
first
play?
round, because it was 95 and 90,
94, 95.
94 and 95. So in 90,
Oh, dang, they were a 6 seed. Ooh.
in 95,
Wow.
they were a 6 seed and won the championship.
Wow.
Woo! Okay,
He
so
must have been on that stuff.
so it went 3.
They
It
didn't
was
have-
that magic.
They
It
didn't
had
have
magic.
court advantage. None of them.
So
Wow.
it went Houston over Utah 3-2. That's in the first round.
Are they the first team to ever do that?
I think
Wait,
but
that's
that was
at
when
the
the first round was best of 5.
But still, you don't have
So-
home court advantage in any of the series.
Wow. Yeah, he made
All right, hold on. One
Hey,
more.
so
One
he
more.
ran.
He
One more.
ran, yeah.
One more. One more. And they did it there too.
But they were the 2 seed.
They were 2
in that
seed,
one.
yeah.
But still,
Right,
they beat
right,
them.
right.
They beat them 4-1 in 94. Olajuwon.
Man.
Woo! Okay.
My
So
eyes weren't lying.
I jumped him up. I jumped him up. So I got to go back and edit my list a little bit. I got to go back and edit my list just a
Hakeem's a
little
dude,
bit.
man. Hakeem is
Just a little bit.
He's
Now,
so underrated.
I ain't gonna get
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, for sure.
Super underrated.
I ain't gonna get
Plus,
crazy. And
when did we see those kind of post moves, y'all? Okay, now I got a question for you. I'm gonna come back to this. We're talking about Hakeem. Where'd you put Garnett again?
We're gonna get there.
Who?
I'd like to save
Did you
that
put
one.
Hakeem above Garnett?
No.
You didn't put Hakeem above Garnett? You are crazy. You are on something. Oh my, you are nuts. You are crazy. You gonna tell me Hakeem Olajuwon? Kevin Garnett's better than Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk off the set. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna walk off the
Absolutely
set.
better.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Should we? Shall we? Shall we do
what?
this? You want to know where I put Kevin Garnett? Number 11.
Wow. Explain.
Did you see him play?
Yes.
Did you see him play in Minnesota
Mm-hmm.
when he was?
The Greek Freak. Yeah. I said it. He was the Greek Freak before the Greek Freak.
Oh, okay. When Shaq was the most dominant player. 2003, 2004. I would argue that Kevin Garnett took that over.
What?
That was the year that Garnett won the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year that they lost to it must have been to the Spurs, because the Spurs went to the championship. That's me. And then obviously KG goes to the Celtics, wins his championship, would have won a second championship if it hadn't been for injuries.
Oh, stop it! Stop saying that excuse.
It's the
Stop
truth.
saying that
It's the
excuse.
truth.
I don't want.
You're trying to tell me that Dwight Howard would have beaten those Celtics if Kevin Garnett would. I'm not talking about the Lakers right now. I'm just talking about Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic.
No one just hit me at Jameer Nelson.
I don't
shooters.
care. You're
all
telling me
around
that
him.
they would have beat the Celtics if Kevin Garnett
Absolutely.
was healthy?
They
You
were not gonna win
wrong.
that year.
You were wrong.
Dwight Howard was dominant that year.
Wrong.
He was. Nobody could stop him in the post.
You were wrong.
Nobody could stop him in the post.
Wrong.
No, the fact you put Kevin Garnett above Olajuwon is wrong.
that's
That is
disrespectful.
blasphemous. That is
That is-
blasphemy. Ooh.
That's worse than Dirk not being in the top 5, man.
Well, that's what I'm doing here. So
Ooh.
I had KG at 11. Where'd you have KG?
So wait,
at?
you're telling me KG is better than Elgin Baylor?
I'm telling you, he's better than whoever. I just said he was better than.
I'm out of it. You go ahead.
No, he put KG in
That's
the
right. Okay, now where'd you have KG? I gotta get a number right here.
I don't remember. Man, look. Look, 20? Like, I'd have got off.
can't-
Off,
I'm all
It was-
messed up now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm messed up.
Yeah.
You had KG in your 11 to 20, and you were saying he wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said he wasn't 20.
Bottom of the 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
KG is 22 for me.
Okay, so let me tell you what your rankings were again. You had Mikhail
Yeah.
or KG.
Mikal first. Well, as far as bottom.
Okay,
And then
so Mikhail first,
KG.
and then
Then I had Steph.
Lamar.
18,
Where'd you have KG?
Isaiah.
22. Yeah, proud. 22.
Yeah,
I'm
double
obviously a
deuce.
KG fan.
Yeah, you are.
I'm obviously a KG
That-
fan,
you
but
Put him 11.
putting him at 22 is
Over
blasphemous. 22 is
The
blasphemous.
dream.
I don't care.
He invented the shake in the post.
He was the big ticket.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh no, you didn't! Over the shake? Over the dream shake? Which
Sure.
move was more unstoppable?
The shake.
What move did KG have?
He had the KG.
Oh my
Wow,
lord.
man.
K had the elbow.
KG was better defensively. than all these players that we've listed.
Oh.
Go ahead. Come on.
Let me make sure.
Come on. He was better defensively than everyone we've listed
KG was
so
better
far.
than Rodman? Defensively? Answer the question.
Rodman is 26 on the list.
Answer what I just said. Defensively,
They are
who was better than
comparable.
Rodman?
They are
No,
comparable.
answer the
They are
question.
comparable.
Who's the best defensive player
Kevin
to ever play
Garnett.
the game? Oh my!
I would
The
say
best
Kevin
defensive
Garnett.
player
I would
to
say
ever
Kevin
play the
Garnett.
game?
I am so sorry that we are peeking the microphone, but I will say Kevin Garnett. Is that not the best defensive player?
You put KG at 11. Wow.
I'm not even going on that right
Turn
now.
in your basketball card.
I'm not even going on that right now.
turn in your
You want to say
basketball
that Rodman was the best defensive player of all time?
Yes. Versatile, could defend multiple positions, go get the ball undersized. Yes. It's not a question.
Who's number 2?
I'd put KG number 2. But it's clear who's the better defensive
Are we
player.
talking just post defenders?
Which I guess we're
Are
just
we talking-
talking best
are we talking
defenders
just
of all time.
I'm talking defenders.
Oh, you ready for this?
Pippen? Pippen out?
I'm gonna really mess you up. You ready for this? I'm gonna really mess you up. Ready?
Are you still talking 11 to 20?
No.
Go ahead.
If we're talking just best defensive players, I put LeBron above KG. You heard what I said?
LeBron, are you talking?
LeBron.
Are you talking like at his absolute
At his peak, yes. LeBron, better defensive player than KG.
Okay, because at their peak, Kawhi Leonard is up there. He's a great defender as well. At their peak, Michael
I'm talking
Jordan
at
was
their
also
peak.
a great.
Right.
Pippen?
At their peak, Kevin Garnett.
Of course, Pippen's up there.
At their peak, Kevin Garnett was the best defensive player. At their peak,
I would put KG third.
At their peak,
I'll
we
put him
have to
third.
start talking about Ben Wallace.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Rodman's the best defensive player in my opinion. Play the game. KG is third. I put LeBron as a better because it's versatility to defend multiple positions. KG can't do that.
All right, Dr. J.
Oh, wow.
Dr. J. Well, we've got to get back on track somehow. And there was one name that I was about to say that we wouldn't get back on track,
Okay.
so I want to distract from that.
I put Dr. J at 12 for me.
Put Dr. J 11, right above Hakeem.
Dang.
Same here. Still less Irvin than Hakeem.
KG at 11. That blew my mind.
I
I
can't.
remember he said he had him in 11 to 20. I was
I
like,
know,
hey, he
and
may
I
have-
was like,
yeah, I had KG
I almost
18.
had a heart attack when he said that.
Or
I
19,
almost had a
19,
heart attack.
KG 19.
Okay, I'm good. I'm relaxed now. I'm coming back.
Dr. J. 11, 12, 17.
17.
Who do you
My
have?
11 to 20 list.
Who do you have above Dr. J?
Hold on. Let's go through it real quick because I might be wrong. Okay. I had. Well, I'm just going to go for the bottom. Mikhail.
Okay.
Wait.
Elgin
This is
Baylor.
from 23.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure
Baylor.
you said. I thought you said
Elgin
Mikhail and
Baylor.
Dr. J.
Elgin
Okay.
Baylor.
Okay.
Allen Iverson. And then I had Dr. J.
Okay.
Then I had Isaiah Thomas. Is that no? Is that no?
Oh, keep going. That was okay. So
I'm just like I said, Dr. J. And
then
then Isaiah Thomas. And then I had Hakeem Olajuwon. Dr. J.
That's
Hakeem.
low.
That's pretty low.
Hakeem.
So Olajuwon was what,
keep
15
going. Keep going. I want to hear what's after this.
Wait, no. Then I had Karl Malone. Remember, I switched this. I didn't switch it on this.
Right,
So I had Karl Malone, and then John Stockton, and then Olajuwon. Olajuwon's at 13.
Okay.
And then I had Oscar Robertson. And then I had KG.
Oscar Robertson. Okay. I'm speechless. I can't say nothing.
Now, hold on. Do we remember that we ranked Kevin Garnett above Karl Malone?
Yeah, I remember
Is that a thing that didn't happen?
But to his point,
Is that a thing that
that
didn't
doesn't-
happen?
I mean, the position rankings don't matter. I mean, they matter, but I mean, we're talking like
talking about
overall impact of the game and
impact.
overall just
But again,
greatest player.
when we were talking about this, remember I had a little bit differently. I'm talking your purest power forward, your purest point guard, your purest reason why I had John Stockton so high. But then when I put all these players together and I say I want this guy over this, that's why they're so low. But I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. You're telling me Oscar Robertson is not even in your top 10? He's not even in your top 11? And you put what number for Oscar Robertson?
12. I put him right there. I put him right after that. I'm not trying to take away from him.
Oscar Robertson. Just to let you know, Oscar was 6 on my list. 6.
That is extremely high.
6.
That is extremely high. That's extremely high. Where did you have Oscar Robertson?
9.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, eventually, someone's gonna have to.
You didn't put him in your top 10.
I didn't. 6, 9, and
First it was Keem. Now it's
12. I mean, you didn't put Shaq in your top 10.
I do have Shaq at 11.
Like, we can keep. All of us have our stuff, especially since we sat down and specifically said, this is
how it's gonna go.
This is our 1 through 25.
Right.
If we would have just done it in groups, this would have gone a little different.
It was really hard for me, but
all right, so hold on.
Wilt barely above Shaq. But if you put him at 10, I'm not going to complain about that.
All right, so Robertson, let me take a look at this real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I got to catch
8,
up mentally
9, 10.
with what
Okay,
just happened.
so then our 11 through 20. Take a look at your list. I need you to take a look at your list. Our 11 through 20 is Nowitzki, Malone, Curry, Nowitzki, this isn't the order, but it's Nowitzki, Malone, Stockton, Curry, McHale, Isaiah, Olajuwon, Baylor, KG, Dr. J. We're gonna have 11 players in this last one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're gonna have 11
That sounds
players
like
in
math.
this last one.
Yeah.
All right. Was that bumpy enough? I knew 11 to 20 was gonna be the hardest. I knew 11 to 20 was gonna be the most the most fight.
I'm so mad at you right now. I can't even express
I've always had KG a lot higher than most people. I thought his Minnesota years, he was extremely dominant. I think he is the best defensive player. If not number 2, he might be number 2. I don't think he's any worse than that. I think when he was in Minnesota, the points he was averaging when he came over to the Celtics and led them defensively to the best defensive team that year and then to the championship, of course, they won.
Did you? No, you're not going to gloss over the way he just did. Did you just say he led the team?
He helped lead the team.
No,
he helped lead the team.
Stop it! Lead the team!
No!
Okay, then don't stop putting that in there. Shh. Don't say he led the team.
He helped lead the team. He led the team defensively.
Lord. How many people did you need to help lead the team?
He led the team defensively.
So who led that team? That Celtics
Paul
team?
Pierce. We have talked about this. Paul Pierce was the captain. It was his team. It was his team. He was the leading scorer of the team.
I can't do this no more. I can't do it.
Let's move on to our top 11.